How's it going, guys? Bring Your Platoon here, and welcome to another great game in World of Tanks Xbox One Edition. Today, I'm going to be playing in the Tier 5 Soviet-British thing, the Churchill 3. It's a British tank, but it is Soviet in nature because they were trading them during World War II, and this was going to the Soviet side, and yeah, It's a British tank with a Soviet gun. How's that? It's got a British chassis, 152 millimeters of protection in the flat front that it has, and then it has a 57 millimeter gun, which fires every 2 seconds. It's hilarious. The aim time is kind of AIDS. It's like 2.3, I believe. Or is it like 1.7? I don't know the stats. I'm going to look them up for you right now. This thing, as you can tell, very standard British speed. It's very slow, just like 25 reliably, and 27 reliably in a straight line with no slope. It's got very good armor on the sides, I think. If you're side scraping, it's good side scraping armor, but not much else. Okay, let's see what this pile of shit is capable of. Okay, so... Oh, that's terrible. Alright, so if they hit the angled part... Oh my god. Ugh, this can't be right. Okay, so the turret is 88 millimeters thick. If people want to pen you, that's where they're going to shoot you, in the very flat parts of the turret. Or below the turret, in the upper plate chassis, there's on the left side... There's like a weird mantlet thing on the right side if you're facing this tank that is 176 millimeters thick, but in the very middle of the mantlet it's 63 millimeters, as well as all to the left is 63 millimeters, and a spot where it's 88 millimeters thick. And then what looks like would be very well angled and armored is actually only 83 millimeters thick. So that's funny. And then the flat lower plate of this vehicle is not a weak point, like most other tanks. It is 120 millimeters thick, so you're going to have to shoot premium to reliably go through that in a similarly tiered Tier 5 tank. Or, well, yeah. I stick by with what I said. But this thing can side scrape like a boss. It's pretty great at it, and it doesn't really matter, because if they shoot your turret with even standard rounds, they're going to go through each and every time. So, not really much else to talk about. It's slow. It's got 110 standard penetration. Oh, wow, I thought that was lower. I probably shouldn't have fired that many premiums this game. But moving on, if you decide to fire premium instead of the standard AP rounds that do 110 millimeters of penetration, dealing 75 damage per shot on average, you can always shoot the premium 180 millimeter APCR shells. Its dispersion is 0.43, apparently, and its aim time is 2.3. So I was right. Ah, love it when that works out. So, as you can tell, with the engagement that happened here, is that I dealt with what was in front of me very, very quickly. That M4 stood no chance, mostly because he was using a fucking derp gun. Good on him. I turn around, I hide behind that tank to hide my lower plate weakness, although it really doesn't matter, and I get hit by an undetected Tier 5 Swedish TD, which is fine. I don't decide to engage him because I know there's another tank heading to our base, and I want to deal with him, and this thing does not do well alone out in the open, and I get penned in the ass by the Matilda there. Decide to kind of reverse side scrape against him as he is just auto-locking me. I get 2 free pens into him. That's fine. I'm firing my premium rounds for some reason. Probably don't need them, but I really wasn't interested in making credits in this thing. I just wanted to trade my crew. And I'm using a double bush here, so of course he's not going to be able to detect me as I'm behind them. But when I fire, of course, he detects me again, and he puts another very low alpha shot into me because Matilda. So I'm making my way back to the base, and lo and behold, the enemies that went through the G5 line up the middle are trying to cap, or no, they're not trying to cap, weird. They're just flooring it towards me, and I am just punishing this T-14. He should be firing premiums. This is the guy who I got the title from for making this video, or the preview picture, whatever. Not really sure what I'm going to call the title right now, but I'm pretty sure it'll be very relevant to the preview picture that I put up. So, as you can see, he was firing premium there. Pretty sure he was firing premium. There was a red tracer, and that means it was APCR round. So, keep that in mind. I deal with the Wolverine after I deal with the T-14. Immediately turn around, as I know that Matilda's probably going to be on his way here. And, oh look, another wreck I can use to hide my tank's chassis weakness from. And then I just go on the move and absolutely work the Swedish Tier 5. Or is that the Tier 4? And then I immediately finish off the Matilda as well. So really quick double kill there. Unfortunately, our team decides that capping is the better thing because one medium tank is scary on the enemy team. And we win. Very quick battle. Not too quick, but pretty quick. I end up making money because reasons. And I get almost 2,000 damage. And I faced 5 tanks all by my lonesome. Because this thing's DPM is retarded. But I probably shouldn't have fired nearly as many premium rounds as I should have. I probably could have upper plated. Well, let's not get carried away. I probably could have shot the side of the T-14, no problem. But just to make sure they went through, I just aimed for the front and shot my premium rounds because this game's pay to win, and yeah. I didn't want to die to a T-14 considering he would have a hard time penning me, even with premium rounds. So, yeah. Pretty funny there. And then I'm just going to go ahead and skip to a fun little message. Oh, no, it pops up right now. Let's see what he has to say. Puss. Okay. I respond by saying, explain yourself. I worked 80% of your team, which was kind of an over-dramatization. But, yeah, I dealt with, okay, 1/3 of your team. That's a better number than a percentage of 80%. But anyway, he goes on to say that I was premium spamming, but then again, so was he. And quite honestly, he was auto-locking me. So that's what you get for being an idiot, T-14 player. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.